All right.
I gotta run.
We are live and we are rolling. So, welcome to tonight's episode of the Holy Rollers. Episode 35, I believe. Couple of, well, at least one quick announcement. Here in a couple weeks, we will be flipping over to another short shot. I'm going to be taking a little bit of vacation, so yeah, good times. Stay tuned for more information on that. And with that, we will do as we always do. I believe we've already rolled for prayer. I'm at a 7. If I didn't hit, I think Stephanie got it, but I'm not sure.
With a 12, that's not good.
No.
No, that was me
Oh,
with
okay.
the 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
There we go.
Oh,
Coming
I
in
hope
clutch.
that's not your only high roll tonight.
That's right,
I hope
yeah.
not either.
Alright, cool.
Anyway, let us bow our heads. Precious Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for tonight, for this group gathering to come play this fun game, to help pass your word along, and to help people to come to know you using this game, if at all possible, Lord. Just pray for fun time tonight and allow our player these PCs to roll high and the DM to roll low. I only ask this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Only if it serves the narrative well.
Amen.
Exactly.
Alright. Well, we'll just kind of recap a little bit. So, Seralda showed up at the end of the fight with the Blue Dragon, managing to finish it off, seemingly sparing the group. She pretty quickly made her intentions known that she is indeed after the egg that will be forming inside the Blue Dragon. The group kind of set up camp in kind of almost this awkward standoff situation with Seralda. And you know what? I think we'll leave it at that. We'll kick it off, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's get after it.
Can I just say, make sure to go to the Facebook page and read all the stuff that happened.
Boy, did a lot happen.
So much happened.
I've read almost none of it, by the way.
Oh
my God.
Not good.
So who wants to fill them in?
Rachel gave them the Cliff Notes version, I believe, in chat.
Okay.
Did you see
But
that,
long-
Brendan?
No, I haven't had time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Maybe you
Mary- Muriel's now a follower of Jehovah.
Officially.
Albus and Mara are a thing, officially.
Yeah.
We proposed to kill Devlin.
To his face.
What else were we going to do?
We weren't going to surprise you with it.
And Raja and Terrence are about to go.
Talk to Seralda.
Yep.
Got it.
And we prayed right
And-
beforehand.
Albus is at least open to talking about Jehovah now, which is
Yeah.
huge. Huge.
Humongous.
Absolutely huge. Yes.
Also, Mara got a
Devlin.
makeover.
Yes. She looks
Mara what?
gorgeous right now.
Oh,
She got a makeover, obviously.
and
She
Devlin's
sold the
just
blue
grumpy.
kimono?
Yeah, that was the after I rolled for the long rest thing.
So is there like a, hey Brandon, here is your Cliff Notes?
Yes.
Or do I have
I
to go find
basically-
it?
You're gonna have to go find it, but basically I said, long story short, basically exactly
Oh,
what
you are
Stephanie
killing
said.
me, Smalls.
Sorry.
I'll
don't
find
know.
Tried
it.
to
And,
make it short.
I'll
So-
find it and bump it for you. Don't
That's what I'm talking about. Make it easy
There
for
we
me.
go. You just made the DM happy.
Make
Right?
the DM happy.
Yay.
Make
You
the
get brownie
DM so
points.
happy that he forgets who Seralda is.
No, I'm
there you
still
go.
very well aware of who she is.
Who she is. Dang
So-
dragon.
I believe where everybody is Albus and Mara are kind of watching the sunrise. Raja and Terrence are marching off towards the dragon. Where's Devlin and Muriel? I don't remember.
We're in our
Muriel was
respective tents, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
We never established where our tents are located, so.
So right now you have two fully plate mailed fully plate mailed individuals walking towards the dragon with purpose.
Okay. All right.
And that's where we are.
Okay. So as the two of you approach, Seralda, much like when Devlin approached, is just kind of sitting back against the kind of the cliff face behind her. At this point, she has what appears to be a small, simple dagger out, and she is just like she's picking her nails.
Okay. Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
that's right.
as one does
As
when
she
they're
does.
bored. Right, yeah.
Sure. All right. So, as Terrence and Raja walk up, Terrence looks at Raja and says, "Okay, our hands up, all our weapons put away." And
Yes.
he walks up, and first thing he says is, "Lady Seralda, can I have a word with you?"
You may approach.
So approaches, puts his hands back down, kind of hem-haws. He says, I've come to speak with you about a problem that we have. It's not your problem, but we were hoping that maybe we could get that maybe you could help us with it. Maybe help us to understand what we need to do, or understand what we could do. And I was wondering if you could help us with that.
So she kind of gives you a very, almost like a curious look. Her eyebrow kind of raises a little and continue.
Okay. Right now we have a issue with one of our members who, after everything happens, will have to die for his failure by the hands of another one of our members because of a pact made before. We want to find a way to either stop that ourselves or see if there's any way to stop it completely. You know Devlin and you know Muriel, and between the two of them, we just don't want to see that happen. We're trying to come up with a way. We know that we can't talk you out of the egg. We believe that the egg could go to their patron and it would be safe, just like it is with you. But we know that you've already decided that you need the egg, and so now all we're trying to do is figure out how to save the life of one companion and not put another one through having to kill him. Do you have any ideas on that?
Oh, my golden darling. As I told your little fish friend, I don't particularly care what happens to your group. You served your purpose. You made your way here. You somewhat almost defeated the blue prior to me having to step in to save you. At this point, I believe your group should be grateful that you're not dead.
Oh, we are.
And yet,
that's
here
why I
you
came-
are.
Yeah, this is why I came to you to ask you if you had any advice for us or any help that you could give us, or tell us how we could do this.
Well, here's one thing that I can tell you. When it comes to making deals with patrons, your friend won't just simply die. Oh no, that would be easy. When his soul is ripped from his body and taken to his patron, you would have to deal directly with the patron.
Okay. it will be a. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Is there any way of stopping a soul from being ripped out like that?
My dear, when you are dealing with these patrons, not really. And you should probably mention to your blue friend when you have a moment that
Yeah.
while she does seem to have a tattoo of a new patron, her old patron is certainly not happy.
Okay.
How do the Brits put it? Sawed off.
Well, and there's absolutely no way that you would give us the egg to be able to fulfill our pact.
Dear, I would just as soon eat all of you on this mountain before you got that egg.
Okay.
All
right.
Lady Seralda,
Here we go.
may I just ask one thing?
You
So-
may ask. You should.
When we first met, correct me if I'm wrong here, you said you have no interest in reviving Vagnagoth and that you wanted to keep the eggs safe, correct?
Yes, I believe that's how the conversation went.
So, just my perspective here. You have the red already. We are going to attempt to get back the gold. By having the blue as well as the red in your possession, if by some unlikely chance that you were to fall by a group that wanted to revive Vagnagoth, they would then have 3 of the 4 eggs that they would need. So, in order to keep Vagnagoth from coming back, would it not make sense to divide the eggs between 2 dragons? Just a question.
My dear, you are assuming that I don't have my own plans with the eggs, which would be a grave misfortune for you.
Oh, fair enough. Like I said, it was just a question. And with that, we will take our leave.
Absolutely.
Thank you, lady, for your time.
Thank you. Terrence turns back one more time. One last thing, Lady Seralda. I know that Devlin asked you to end his life for him if Muriel goes near him, to kill him. I'm going to ask you not to honor that.
Make a persuasion check.
$17.
Okay. Is that with your +6?
Yes.
Okay. As your words leave your lips, she takes a moment, thinks them over, kind of gives you just a slight smirk, takes the dagger from underneath her fingernail, raises her hand, and just shoos you away.
Okay. Turns around, starts walking away.
Roger, right behind him.
All right.
I'm heading straight over to Muriel's tent.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Well,
pacing.
while you're
She's
on the
pacing.
way, Mara,
Mm-hmm.
Albus, how's that sunrise?
It's gorgeous, and I'm sure that both of them have some like dumb love-filled grin on their faces.
You're gonna roll a
Thank you,
perception
Stephanie.
check for the next BS on the horizon.
Do you want me to roll at disadvantage? Because I don't blame you.
No, you can just make a straight roll.
Okay.
How did I know?
I'm mean. I'm not awful.
I rolled a nat 1. I literally didn't care.
I rolling too.
You know what? Yeah, I'm at this point. I'm just gonna have fun with it now.
13.
A 13. All right. Well, I mean, at least Albus does know that he's looking at the sky. Mara apparently is oblivious that the sun exists at this point. Like,
Albus is her son.
she, it's her sun, moon, and stars. It's the cutest thing ever.
Makes you want to vomit.
Does slightly.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, I was really hoping that would happen, honestly.
That's so good. Like, if you were gonna roll a clutch nat 1, that is what I want you to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Immediately post love confession. That's perfect.
Yeah. Alright, Terrence, by this point, I'd say that you've made it to Muriel's tent.
Wait, so Albus saw nothing either?
He saw the sunrise, because he's aware of what the sun is.
Okay, perfect.
And he thought it was gorgeous. Almost as gorgeous as you, but not quite.
Aww.
Alright?
Aw.
See? I'm a big softie, too. Yeah.
Look, I'm eating over here. Could you stop?
Right. Oh, it's so great.
Sorry, I was just confused for a second. But that was priceless.
So you find me just pacing back and forth in my tent. But for once, instead of it being the mutterings and infernal that you're used to hearing, you actually hear her kind of attempting her first prayers. And they're not very good, and they're not very loud. But you can tell by the tone that she is reaching out to Jehovah for comfort at this moment.
And Terrence walks up to the flap. Knock, knock. Muriel, can I come in?
Come in, please.
Is Raja with me still?
I don't know. Is he?
I was asking Raja.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. It's both Raja and I.
I look at the two of them as they come in the tent.
We walk.
Well,
Well, it failed.
you don't
But
say.
she did tell me something. This is what she
What?
told me.
What?
She said that when Devlin dies, his soul, he won't just die, his soul will be ripped from him straight to his patron. And for us to do anything, we will have to go to his patron directly.
As I suspected.
Do you know how to do that?
I mean, other than going to the literal seat of Gander in the ocean, no, Terrence, I don't. And I don't even know where that would be.
Well,
the only
something
times
else-
the only times I've ever been in Gander's presence were mentally, and needless to say, he was not happy with me being there.
Well, we have another problem as well, and that
Pray
is
tell.
the fact that Seralda also said that your other patron is not happy.
At this point, he can take a number.
Well, I was going to tell you that now that you've come to follow Jehovah, I'm hoping that there's some protection there. But I can
Me
tell you
too.
that if you're Jehovah's, nobody's going to be able to take your soul, so that's a plus. But we do need to figure out what to do with Devlin. I did ask her not to honor Devlin's request and kill her if you come near. So
That's good.
she didn't answer,
Well,
but we'll try.
Tacit approval is the best you're going to get from a dragon of her age.
I figured.
She's got us right where she wants us, Terrence. She doesn't need anything from us. She
I
owes us
understand.
nothing.
But our mission now is to figure out how to save Devlin.
The third mark on his wrist is not a death sentence in and of itself. He would have to die with the third mark on him, with all 3 marks on him. In the same way that our Helga, rest in peace, did.
So does that mean that you can kill him now before the mark, and I can revive him, and it will be?
There's a chance.
Or
but
is it that you have
no,
to be?
No,
Oh.
we're not. She told us to your face that Devlin will just go to Davy Jones' locker
Yeah.
and be stuck there until we get him back. I am not willing to take that risk.
I don't want to either. But how do we get him out?
You know there's only one way forward.
Then don't know what to tell you.
We don't have a choice.
Well, we can't take this egg from her.
What's our alternative?
To...
We walk away?
I'm not sure. I wish I could get in touch with Gander. I'm not his. I have no intentions of being his. But
What
maybe
would
I
you
can talk to him.
What would you say to Gander if you had to?
I don't know. I would have to be in front of him.
The best I can do is sending, and I'm using precious slots to do it.
I understand. We're never going to be able to fight this dragon and live. We either all die, or we try this to save Devlin.
What's that? You gave me that piece of Jehovah's book so long ago. What was that verse? Greater love has no man.
Greater love has no man than to die for his friends.
Would we not be adhering to Jehovah's tenets? In at least the attempt, even if it is foolhardy?
Well, I think if we were going to do the attempt, we need to get everybody together and make this decision. It's not just our decision. The 3 of us can't decide this. We need to make sure everybody's okay with it.
There is one other alternative. It's quite the wild card.
And it is?
Well, I suppose there's 2. One is probably utterly a waste of time. The other would certainly land us in even more trouble, but at least then all the eggs would be in play, not just the one. Okay. Low impact option. I contact Hermaeus, my old master. See what he might be able to lend us in way of aid. He's a powerful sorcerer, after all. Or wizard. I was never quite made clear on that, even living with him so long. High impact, very stupid, but let's face it, that's in line with us. Potential option. We contact the knights. Tell them where Seralda is. Let them kill her for us. And then we just take on the knights to take the eggs back. I'd rather fight the knights than the dragon.
Well, if the knights can defeat the dragon, then how would we defeat the knights?
They did a
If we
pretty
can't defeat
damn
the
good.
dragon.
They did a pretty dang good job with the one that's corpse is freezing to the mountainside right now. They
Well, this is
certainly
true.
softened it up.
I'm not a fan of just announcing our location to the knights.
No.
I'm not saying we'd stay.
And you don't seem to trust Hermaeus, just judging from
No, I
how
don't
you
like
speak about him.
Hermaeus. He was a neglectful slob who used me in experiments from the time I was a child. No, I don't like Hermaeus, but he's strong and we need friends.
But do you trust him?
He's a doddering old gnome. As far as I know,
We already have one of them.
well, exactly. But as far as I know, what he was attempting to do that day that I was marked was some kind of a mistake brought on by delusions of grandeur, or perhaps my entity manipulated him somehow. Who knows? I threatened him that night in the bar after Betaduck died that if I found out he was doing it again, I would stop him. If he is doing it again, I hold true to those words. But in the meantime, he could be an ally. The question is, can he get here?
Can you send to him to find out?
Again, we're wasting precious slots.
Well, there's no other way to do it. Let's get everybody together.
All right. I
Brandon.
send a mental ping to everybody to come to my tent.
Brandon, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
out of character. Would Terrence be able to get guidance by going to prayer?
I will give you guidance for whatever you need.
I'm talking guidance on what to do.
Oh, I was like, the spell? I have that.
Not looking for a spell.
Sorry. You mean literal guidance, little J.
I meant literal guidance, yeah.
Maybe we should all pray. Let's get Raja, Terrence. Why don't we? Doesn't the word also say that if two or more are gathered, that
Yes, if
Jehovah is more
gathered,
inclined?
Yeshua is with us.
Well, I see two or more in this tent.
Yep.
Why don't we just ask? From
Sounds
what
like
I
a
understand, it should be about that easy.
Yep. All right. So Terrence grabs the shoulders of both Muriel and Raja.
I do the same.
Sorry if it's strong there, Muriel.
Terrence, I could not give less of a rat's fart.
You might later. And he starts praying. Jehovah, I'm asking for guidance on what to do. Show us what to do. Show me what to do. Give us guidance. In the name of Yeshua. Amen. It should not be any more complicated than that.
Terrence, I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all gonna die frozen to this mountaintop.
It's about that time. Albus and Mara will probably be at about the tent. Ariel, you in there? You
Get in.
Come on in.
all right?
You two walk in holding hands or some malarkey like that, because I will go to my
Throw up.
chamber pot and hurl.
No.
I won't even make it there.
No, you'll probably know what
Oh, I'm
happened
sure
though,
we will.
because she'll just be so happy.
Your lipstick is smeared.
We only had one kiss.
Yeah.
No, she would probably start off be like, "Oh my gosh, you guys, Terrence, we're gonna have to have a Bible study at some point. I am so freaking excited right now."
Terrence,
What's
Terrence
up?
looks at her, looks at Albus, and goes, "What did you do?"
Not like that.
Should I do an intimidation?
Yes, yes, you can.
Oh, Lord. What do I have to roll to prevent that? or
Oh
whatever?
shoot! It's an 8. I didn't intimidate him.
Tested intimidation.
What's the
Sick.
test of intimidation? I'm just curious.
No, you roll
Oh.
intimidation to intimidate him back.
Oh,
You're not my dad.
Right?
Albus is just going to stare Terrence down.
13. Yeah, we're just gonna stare him down and be
Even
like,
there again.
just give him a look.
Yeah, none of
So
your
you
business,
so you kind of
Albus.
puffed up your chest there, Terrence, and they deflated your
Oh
butt
my
real
gosh.
quick.
Okay, that's it. From now on, you're doing all the intimidation.
And he's not even wearing his dread helm.
No.
My gosh, I looked over. It's a 26. Oh my god. Terrence.
God.
Okay, fine.
Just have her home before 8.
All right. Please, sir.
Ariel.
And he looks over at Muriel. What did you do?
Nothing. I simply
Or
brought
I
out
meant
her
Mara. I'm
natural
sorry.
beauty.
He looks over at Mara. What did
Oh,
you
thank
do?
you.
So nice and gentle, like the big brother.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
We have bigger fish to fry, and they're reptilian.
Mm.
Is-
Did we?
Devlin? I'm gonna yell through the tent wall. Okay, glitter gills!
I've noticed he's not here.
Oh, no. I'm gonna poke my head out the tent door. I'm gonna just stalk right over to his tent.
He is not in his tent.
Son of a... Jehovah. I will... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm looking over to Seralda. Where is he with Seralda?
He is not with Seralda from what you can see.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy. Devlin! You're gonna freeze to death on this mountain, you moron! Get over here! Devlin, I don't have time to hunt you down, please!
Devlin, do you choose to be found?
No.
We can't do this without you! Would it make you feel better if I was tied up?
He is holding to the last message I sent you, Brandon.
Ariel, what's going on?
Care to fill us in?
I thunder back into the tent. Devlin's gone.
On where?
I don't know, but he's not coming back for now. Hell, excuse me. I don't know if he's coming back at all.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, you're gonna have to find him and kill him at some point, so I'm not surprised. I don't blame him, I guess. So,
then
why are we in this tent? What's going on?
we were
What's the plan?
talking about attacking Seralda.
You're
no.
joking. You're joking, right? Because that's not happening.
No,
It
absolutely.
was one of our options to save Devlin, but at
Not
this
even
point-
24 hours ago, I was dead.
So was I.
And it didn't stick.
Now,
It's stuck for
Barely.
how long?
I
Yeah.
think the whole point was that we were going to try to save Devlin, and we didn't know any other way. Now, I
Looks
think our
like Devlin
mission
just
is to
saved
find
himself.
Devlin.
Nope, Devlin just saved himself. He is no longer in play. That's exactly what he wanted, it seemed.
Well, then there is no reason for us to attack a dragon.
Yes, there is. Vathnagar.
No. At the moment, we can't beat this dragon.
We
So
don't
if
know
we
how
don't
many
beat
eggs
this
they
dragon-
have.
If we don't beat this dragon, they have all the eggs.
Isn't Seralda more or less our ally? Aren't the eggs in her
We
fine in her hands? She
I
doesn't
think
want
at this
Vathnagar
point-
back.
I
we
wouldn't
need
call
to go
her-
after the Eldritch Knights.
From what
I would-
Terrence said to us, she has her own plans.
He does.
That doesn't sound particularly comforting.
Well, she's already.
Well, she
told us-
also said that she doesn't want Vathnagoth to come back, and I mean, did anybody sense that she was lying? Because I didn't think she was lying.
Made a pretty
No.
convincing point. Nobody likes. Nobody really likes having a boss. So
Yeah.
So,
We are going
Our-
to let that dragon fly away from here with not one, but 2 eggs. 3 if you count the one she herself would produce. We are fools.
It'd
I
be
made
better
that
than all of
point
us
to her
dying. I
already.
mean,
I made that point to her already, and she
Mhm.
says that she has plans.
Who's
And
to
right
stop
now-
the knights from killing her and taking them all?
Why don't
We
we
are.
go kill the knights? I'd much prefer, like, we took out Shadow, and
Shadow's
we've
gone,
taken
and
out
so
the
is,
wizard.
Shadow
I would like
by
to point
himself
out that we
nearly
did
killed
not.
us.
I was going to say I would like to point out we did not technically kill the Tabaxi. However, I think we could have. I think we've got a better chance of killing off the knights than
At
we
this
do
point,
this
we do.
dragon, which I am not going to help you guys with. If you guys are trying to track that dragon, I'm out. I'm leaving.
And sorry, guys. You guys are like family, but I'm not going to help you kill yourself.
Look,
I'm
I would not
dying to kill
label
yourself either.
Serolda as an ally, but at this point, she's more of a neutral
an enemy.
party than an enemy.
Right.
So let's just take the win. And if I remember correctly, we have an entire capital across the pond to free from the tyranny of these Eldritch Knights. Right, Terrence?
We are
Which allows us to get 1, possibly 2 eggs, if we can kill Donovan.
Donovan wouldn't produce an incredibly powerful egg.
That would be
But he would
2.
still produce an egg.
And that
And-
means that we might be able to save Devlin with that.
Yeah. I mean, we can, if we have that ability, we can negotiate, say, hey, we got golden egg for you and a black egg. And then also it prevents either dragon from doing anything more nefarious because neither of them have enough eggs.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Do you remember what that fortress was like?
We won't
do you
meet them at the
remember-
fortress.
Where do you remember how many hundreds of people that they had under their command? You would rather fight a literal army than one dragon.
But look
One
around.
ancient
The
dragon,
army's here freezing in the snow.
Some of them. Not all.
We just have to, we can be smart. If they know, like, right now, the dragon knows that we are a potential threat. She sees us, there's no element of surprise. With these Elder Knights, they thought we had collars on. They think that, who knows? They think they were either dead or we were under some sort of control. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where we are. We have the element of surprise. We could take them out one by one, party by party, group by group, and whittle them away.
We
do
don't
not
have to go to the
trust it.
fortress to do this.
Yeah, let's be in the fight for the long run. This is a war. This isn't a single battle. This is a war. Let's be in this for the long run, not the short stop.
We gotta fight smart. We can't. There is no advantage here. There's absolutely no advantage. There's no cover. There is no element of surprise. There is nothing. We will die, and as the fools we should be, because only fools would choose this type of terrain and this situation. We have got to plan and take control of the battles, not just react to them.
Not to mention that once we deal with the knights, we are able to come back and deal with Seralda if necessary.
You don't understand. We will never see Seralda again. She is ancient and powerful. She can turn into a human. We will never find her again.
And if
You
we die
want to
here,
freak
it
out?
won't matter.
I'm with Terrence. There is no reason to fight. There's
There-
no suicide.
I'm sorry, Muriel, but this is probably where the party stands.
I walk out of the tent. You can break down these tents on your own. And I'm just going to go find a snowy hill and just sit down and pout.
Okay. As she's walking out, can I do an insight check to see if I can tell she's going to go try and fight the dragon by herself?
I'm not going to go fight the dragon, Albus.
Okay. I make
She's
sure
angry.
that I have to cast a spell on you or something.
She's angry. I don't think she's stupid.
I defy you to try. And I'm going to go find my little hill and sit on it.
Now I want to know, Raja, did you say that out loud or were you just thinking that?
Oh no, that was out of character.
Oh, okay. Because if it was in character, I had something to say back.
That was out of character.
After
You're gonna
a few,
Call me
after
stupid, aren't you? You were going to confirm my stupidity, weren't you? You're on my list.
The tea list.
Yes.
That being said, go check out cornerstonetea.com.
It's an amazing tea.
Back to the
I
storyline.
drink it every day.
I want to level
Okay,
it.
so I think
I'm kidding.
like Mara really likes Muriel. I'd like to think they've become close. So I think she's gonna try and follow her after a few moments.
Raja will just put a hand in front of Mara and be like, just let her go. Let her cool off.
Well, Mara, if
I love
she's
the fact that-
I could heal them in a couple hours. So
She's gonna go anyway.
I was gonna say I love the fact that the Dragonborn thinks he's gonna stop Mara.
That's adorable.
Oh, she can try to hit me, but she's not going to.
Raja, are you going to physically try to stop her from leaving the tent?
Like, my arm's out, but if she's going to shove her way past me, no, I will not resist.
Okay.
I said my piece. Do you shove your way past my arm?
Yes, of course. Duh.
Women. Now that I did say in character.
I hellish rebuke the tent. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna look back and be like, I'm gonna ask
Don't
Muriel
joke
to
about
mind
that.
flick
That does
you.
like 30 damage now, Steph.
That's not
I'm
what
gonna
I
ask
said.
Muriel to mind flick you, Raja.
I haven't done one of those in a while. I may as well test it with the new Yehovah upgrade. I'm sitting on a hill.
I was gonna say
And-
you're easily findable, correct?
Yeah, I'm blue in a black cloak sitting on a white snowy hill. You can't miss me. I'm not trying to hide.
Okay.
The snow around me is melting at an alarming rate, however, as my fiend blood boils.
So Mara's going to walk up slowly to like give as much time as possible for Muriel to like regain herself, and then she'll just take a seat next to her and just sit for a minute. Any for your thoughts?
I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, this is a pretty big pickle, huh?
They
Look,
talk about not reacting. We bounce from continent to continent, town to town, achieving nothing and creating more mess than we solve. And we have not solved one single problem we have set out to solve.
maybe
Not
not.
one.
Maybe not in the way that we were wanting to, but I mean,
We have no
I-
eggs.
okay.
Somebody has 2, someone else has 3. We've gotten Devlin cursed. We've gotten me doubled down on patrons, both of which I'm sure are quite pleased by the prospect of having each other buying in my head. We've gotten you killed. We've gotten Helga killed. We've solved nothing. I guess I see a problem in front of me that could even potentially be solved. And I'm at a loss as to why you all don't see it the same.
Look, I understand why you want to try and kill Seralda. However,
I don't want to try to kill Seralda. I
Then
like
what do you
her.
want?
I don't see a choice. It's Seralda or Devlin, and
Muriel, if we even attempt to kill Seralda, she's going to murder us on the spot, and then who knows what's going to happen? Vathnagoth might come back, or like something else super bad's going to happen. At least
if
with
she if she kills us all, nothing changes. The equation doesn't change. She still has 3 eggs. Eldritch Knights still have 2.
Okay, so
The only difference is we're dead, and at this point, the frustration alone would be motivation for me to take that route.
well, so I mean, like we were kind of talking about earlier, like I think going for the Eldritch Knight is a little. I think it's a little more plausible. I think there's a little more hope with that. Like, I really I don't really see how you think we can get the eggs from Seralda. I think it would be far, far easier to either persuade or kill off the knights than it would be to kill off an ancient dragon. I mean, you saw what happened with us with just a half dead one. He nearly murdered all of us.
We were softened up by that Tabaxi and his crew. We didn't use any kind of tactics. We were fools.
I don't think it would have mattered, Muriel.
All three of you were in front of her. Right under her nose. How stupid.
Okay,
What would change if we simply applied ourselves for a worthy cause?
I don't think anything would change, quite frankly. I think
don't want
either
to
way
kill
we would have
Devlin.
died.
I don't want to kill Devlin. I don't want to kill Seralda. I most certainly want to kill the knights. But if I have access to Seralda, that's the easier target. I will go with what the group says, but don't expect me to be happy about it. And when it blows up in our face, yet again, I don't even think Jehovah's got something in store for this.
Oh, I mean,
Now, Mara,
Jehovah is like the most powerful. I would not put anything
Mara.
past him.
please just leave me be.
Okay.
All right.
I understand your frustration, and I guess she'll get up and walk away.
As Mara makes her way back, I'm assuming towards the tent, at least.
Yeah.
I imagine you'd probably just kind of walk in with a huff.
Yeah.
By that point, it's probably about mid-morning ish. If you happen to kind of look up towards where Seralda was, you probably would notice.
Before Seralda goes, I want to talk to her. I'll make it brief.
Okay, she's just up there pacing.
I wave my hands as I approach and say, may as well make it a full set. May I talk to you?
Oh, good. You too, huh?
I'm just gonna sit down in the snow in front of her. I'm, at this point, like, just a broken tiefling. I've gone through so much in the last 24 hours. It's not even fair. I would be an idiot if I didn't at least ask you. You don't have to give us this egg. Could you give us an egg? Any egg. Doesn't matter. I don't want to see my friend die. By my hand or by the will of his patron, our patron. I would be remiss as his friend if I didn't at least ask. Lady Seralda, I am begging you.
My dear, I don't know that you exactly know what you were asking. The thought...
Explain it to me.
The thought that one of these eggs would be even remotely in the same realm of worth when it comes to the pathetic lives of, I won't say mortals because I'm not immortal, but not a dragon. I would reap this entire continent from U6 down to every man, woman, and child to get this egg.
If you care about it so much, what are your plans for it?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm rolling with my good dice, my physical dice. Nope.
What was it?
It's a nat 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
I cannot roll to save my life. I have changed dice 6 times. It's me at this point. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
My dear, you could not begin to comprehend the things and the age. And she just kind of trails off, murmuring under her breath.
If I never see you again, thank you for the ride across the continent. I don't think we ever did. And I'll leave.
As you begin to walk away, she says, blue one. And she tosses you a necklace.
I'm gonna roll some kind of a check to catch it because I want to be cool. What would that be?
That would be
Athletics?
Either athletic
I
or
think
sleight of
athletic.
hand.
An 18.
18.
Where was the 18 a minute ago? Good gosh. The most inconsequential thing. Okay, I catch the necklace out of the air. I look cool for like a hot minute. Go
Yeah.
on.
Then she turns around. That's the end of the conversation.
I look at it. What is it?
It's a necklace.
It's cursed. I die. Does it have like a pendant? Is there symbology on it? What's it made of? What? What? What?
What if it's a necklace version of the collar that didn't work? I'm not there, so I can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Do I recognize anything on it?
You don't. So, make an investigation check. Let's see where this goes.
I have a +4. Let's see. Okay.
All right. She got a 5.
Albus roll. Albus. Actually, I'm gonna go to Albus and have him help me. Can you cast it as a? It doesn't cast a slot if you use it. Yeah, right, Albus. It's a ritual.
I don't know. Can sorcerers do rituals? I don't know if sorcerers can do rituals.
Rituals are rituals. It doesn't matter.
DM, what do you think? I cast it as a ritual. Do I need to use a spell slot for it?
No, I'd say ritual is fine, because it's kind of inconsequential to anything at this point.
I rolled a 19. Just for giggles, I rolled a 19 +4 to help with that.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, then
I love how you
I'll-
couldn't do it yourself, but with Albus there, you're
Right.
like, okay, we got this.
I might. Well, here's the thing. I might not want him to know what it is. So if I can derive its meaning from 19 +4, then I won't share it with Albus if I find it to be worth hiding.
Alright. So after, I'd probably say after about 10 minutes of, Albus kind of doing his little, sorcerer thing, it's a golden chain. There's there's a small pendant. I say small. It's total pendant size is probably about the size of your fist.
Oh.
It kind of... It's circular. It's kind of got what appears to be not necessarily wings, but that's really the only good way to describe it. That kind of start at the top and kind of fold down to the bottom. And there is a gem that sits in the center of it.
What does it do? If Albus is here.
Albus, what are you casting on it? I need to go read.
I'm casting the spell Identify.
Okay.
If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued item, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item, what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Alright. Give me a moment. If I can unmute myself, that would be kind of handy. I have to see if D&D Beyond actually has this item. Give me a second. And of course now it's being stupid. Okay. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to manually build this, which is completely fine. So Albus, after you go through and go through your spell, go through your ritual, you immediately get just this burst of knowledge that completely just runs through your brain super quick. You understand that this particular necklace is known as the Green Dragon's Slumber.
What does it do, Albus?
Just for the sake of me having fun, and I promise that you're probably not gonna die from it.
Probably.
Albus, as you hold it, and you kind of you turn it towards Muriel. Muriel, I want you to answer just, are you willing or no?
Sure.
Okay. So Albus, as you kind of turn it towards Muriel, and Muriel, your mind kind of there for a minute just kind of opens up, and everyone in the tent watches as Muriel sucks into the necklace.
Whoa!
I'll freak out a little bit. Whoa,
She does what again?
What did you do, Albus?
I get
Which
sucked
one
in.
of those?
Whoa, wait a minute. Say that one more time.
I get sucked into the necklace.
I know how to unsuck her.
So as you kind of point the necklace back kind of where she was, and you kind of will it, and just kind of, and there's Muriel.
Please come out, please come out, please come out.
I feel my horns. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
What just happened? Where'd you go?
I don't know. I don't know where I was. Where was I? Was there any like stimuli in there? Anything detected? Is it like the necklace that they would suck the bear into?
It is.
Critical Role?
It's exactly like the necklace that they would suck Trinket into on Critical Role.
So I snatched. You're not safe with this. I take it back from Albus. This is. If one of us goes down, we can suck them into this, and they're held. They're stable. Or if we need to carry somebody heavy, we can put them in this, put the necklace on, and put them back out where we need them.
Will it protect somebody from having their soul sucked out?
Or maybe keeping somebody from inadvertently murdering another person?
Yeah.
Or killing
He's
himself?
hard. Well, he's not around to murder, is he? Even if I was so inclined.
Are you having
And
any
it's-
itchings to taste his blood?
No. I
Okay.
could go for some salted pork. But no.
I should go for some.
Well, maybe this is meant
As-
for later.
As for the soul thing, Jehovah only knows at this point.
I don't suppose that Devlin, the character, is a fiend, is he?
No.
I was thinking doing divine sense and finding him.
No, he is just definitely not a fiend.
Okay. And he's not celestial either, so.
Look, something
no.
tells me that Seralda wouldn't just hand over a necklace that would help us murder her. So I don't think that's where we're supposed to go with that.
No,
Just
that's
saying.
not where I was going with it, Mara.
Okay, just making sure.
That's probably
No.
got a size limit or something.
If we could
Yeah.
find.
Well, we're all mediums, so it's
if
not like it would
we
be.
could find.
Except for Albus, he's probably small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually, that's why the question was posed as a yes or no. You can actually resist to go in it, and the DC is not very high.
Unless you're unconscious, correct?
Correct.
Ah. Loophole.
Wait. So how many people can be in this at once? Try and point it at a couple of us. See what happens.
How many beads are there? Is it one person per bead?
I'll.
Oh,
I.
a bunch of us could go in there and one person could take us to a fight and then pop all of us out at once and surprise everybody.
There
I
you
don't
go.
think it works like that. I try to suck in both Terrence and Raja. Do they both? You have to say yes.
Give me a moment. I'm reading.
He's thinking about this. Too big. Will it hold them both?
Well, I mean, the
The
two
necklace
biggest
starts
guys might as
expanding.
well, right?
The necklace starts expanding.
Hello.
It does. It does not. Does not take both of them in.
Oh.
Well,
Who did you do first?
I did Terrence.
Well, you go. Terrence got sucked in.
Okay.
Just keep him in there. It's fine.
Can I
Do you spit him? Do you spit him back out?
Nah, let him marinate a minute.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
And I'm gonna talk into. I'm gonna talk into the gym. That's for not taking my side. And I'm gonna put the necklace on.
Am I able to just pop out on my own?
No.
Hmm.
Oh.
Honestly,
This is
I'm-
dangerous.
as I start to rub the necklace, I'm like, honestly, this is just a little bit cathartic, and I need you to give this to me, all of you. I need you to let me have this. Okay.
You do realize how mad this.
As
Paladin
long
will
as you
be.
promise not to abuse it.
Absolutely not. When have I ever abused a magic item, Raj?
You're abusing it right now, Muriel. Let him out.
You are.
He's perfectly safe.
Let
If
him out.
anything,
Let him out now.
You don't want to know the divine anger of a paladin.
Let him out, Muriel.
Although, to be fair, he did just try and, like, shotgun, like, daddy thing Albus, and he epically failed. So, I mean, I guess he wouldn't be that
See?
terrifying, but, you know, whatever.
just let him think about what he's done just for 5 minutes.
I didn't
Clara,
use divine. I didn't use my divine.
I'll let him out in 5 minutes.
Just let him out now.
You're no fun. I let him out.
Oh, we should have just let Raja talk to her. That would have been faster.
Yeah. I know.
Alright, so yeah, Miriam, I'm okay with you having that, unless, of course, you go like crazy and start trying to kill somebody.
How would I kill you in here? You're perfectly safe.
No. I'm more like it'd be better, easier to stop you. Or if I'm starting to stop you, you could use the necklace.
Wait a minute.
So
Wait a
Robin
minute. Wait.
gave it to me.
Hold on. Is there a chance that she gave that to you on purpose? It's green, right? So, like, does she want to be in there with the eggs?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Sorry.
That's
I thought I had a good idea for a second there.
I mean, I pat her on the head. That's precious. Good try. Very good.
Remains there's only
I'm
one
not
thing
making-
to do. Put me in the necklace. Lynn's just leaning on the doorpost now, just looking into the tent.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna walk
Alright,
up
that's
to
not
you.
canon, but yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to you and slap you across the face.
Ugh.
No, not you.
Make an unarmed attack roll.
Gladly.
I was gonna say,
Someone
don't
will
be...
take it.
It's a 19.
Yeah, you get him.
Holy shit.
1 point of damage, though I'm weak as hell. If you ever do that again, you will not have Jormungandr waiting for you in the abyss. It will be me.
To be fair, you're supposed to kill him, so...
Shut up, Mara.
I was just playing the only card I potentially had, waiting to see if we're fighting or running. And if you can't find me, you can't kill me. But now, if I'm technically not existing, you can't kill what is technically not out.
Devlin, I could draw some very damning parallels between you and Tornsail based on what you just did. You do not abandon your crew,
Oh, I didn't abandon.
and you don't abandon me. Not after what I've done for you. And I'm going to turn and start packing my gear.
So, who's putting me in the necklace?
We're not putting you anywhere. I'm not.
Nobody. It's used the charge. I could be a dick and say Terrence is stuck in there until after a long rest, but I won't.
Oh, I'd feel so good about that now. I won't do that.
Okay, well then, the second that chance is up, you put me in that necklace. Because by the time that
What kind of
happens,
time?
she'll have the egg, and we just pray that Jormungandr doesn't realize that I've run out of time.
Can I make some kind of a check to determine if it holds him in stasis against the third curse mark? Like, how profound is the stasis that this necklace provides? Would it keep him from dying if he were on the brink of death?
It could keeping from dying. It's not gonna stop the curse.
As I'm tossing my bedding around, getting ready to go, I'm gonna growl over my shoulder. It's not gonna stop you from getting your third mark if that's what you want.
No, I wasn't talking about that. It's
Speaking of marks, Muriel, make an investigation check.
God.
Mm.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
So it has 2 charges.
One charge.
Okay, so it only has 1 charge.
Yeah,
22.
Or long rest, right?
correct. Yep. Muriel, as you kind of make your way over and you begin to pack your gear, you notice that now matching with Devlin that you have one band seems to be seared in your arm.
I'm going to finish packing my stuff. And I'm not going to show anybody.
Does she hide it? I have a very high passive now.
Yeah, I'm hiding it.
Does it beat a 20?
What would I be rolling?
Sleight of hand, probably.
No, 12.
So Devlin does catch that you've got matching tattoos and matching bracelets.
Raja will notice too. His passive is actually 21 now, so he'll notice, but choose not to say anything.
Then Devlin will just sit outside the tent and look at Lady Seralda. Because the second she flies away or takes the egg, it's okay, we gotta go. Since we're
Why
leaving.
would we stay? Why would we stay? Let's just go
that's what
now.
I was just thinking. I'm thinking Terrence would, well, I mean, go back to
You
his
want to
tent
see if any
every-
of these bodies out here have old or anything, or even see what Shadow had? Like find the 2 parts of him, see if he had anything.
Oh, I
else.
think there's nothing left of the kitty.
I was gonna say, I think he
what-
got vaporized.
Yeah. but
Yeah,
we
I think what's left of him is currently in the stomach next to Lady Seralda.
Yeah. We could probably
Yeah.
check some of the others to see what they have.
All right, so we're body checking at this point.
Yeah,
we're
Sure,
good.
looting. Why not?
Devlin is
Let's
not.
loot the corpse. Let's loot the corpse.
Hey, why not? We've done everything else.
Alright, so, as you guys kind of make your way through, myriad of typical weapons, swords, spears, amongst the money that you're able to pull from the bodies, you might find probably close to 200 gold total. They traveled fairly light from what you can tell. Most of what was on them in terms of either armor or any type of documents pretty much seared away in the lightning and fire from the battle with the Blue Drake.
Under his breath, rolling stealth. So I rolled to see if he would say it. 29. Who's acting like Tornsale now?
I never said I was helping.
Well, I rolled a 29 on stealth, so he says it under his breath. But he says it aloud, which was the first roll.
So I'll give it to Raja to put in Raja's bag of holding. Is that 200?
I'm sorry, what am I putting in there?
200
200
gold.
gold.
Oh, 200 gold? Okay.
DM, I'm looking for any foods or rations that might be left that might still be available if there's any. That way, because if we're gonna start making this trip, it might be worth having. things like food.
You're able to find a couple that haven't burned in the wagons that were kind of fell off as they crashed and into the snow, so fairly
Like a
well
couple
preserved.
Couple trail rations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll
Yep.
add that. That's basically, he doesn't really care much about anything else. That's what he's looking for to help us.
When we pack up, if we start heading, I assume we're going to start heading back south towards civilization out of the frozen wastelands. Correct. You guys?
Where would the knights be?
As far as we are aware, they're on the other continent.
No, we thought that too, but Shadow was here.
I know, but right now we're just heading south to get out of the wastelands. But I did want to ask, like, where should we head? Where do we want to head? Want to head to the capital and see if we can find? Because I mean, when we were at the fortress, they had both Numar and Fasari uniforms. So, wonder if there's magic.
Well, when we saw the Eldritch Knights last, was in Donovan's presence. And with Donovan and the Eldritch Knights was Lord Storm. So my logic would be to go back to
Yes.
Stormhaven and pick up on the whereabouts of Lord Storm and follow that trail.
We can travel straight down there, stop off and get any rations or provisions we need, and go from there and find Lord Storm, because Lord Storm is with them. That allows us to find the rest of them. And who knows, some of them may be there and we can take them out. And I think that would be our best bet.
So we can head that direction. Maybe try and scout out that, or do we want to all just kind of waltz in, or do we want to watch from afar? Guess that's something we can talk on the way. But
Yeah.
Does anybody remember if we are like kosher with that town or if they hate us?
Well, you
Oh,
technically-
that was the first town we got kicked out of.
Yeah.
However,
Okay, I was gonna say I was pretty sure they hated us, but
They haven't
However,
seen us in over a year.
we've got
that was like
three
6 months
party,
ago.
we've got 3 party members that were not a part of that.
Yeah. What you
that's
need-
true. However, they would probably recognize 2 giant golden things and a pink girl. Just saying.
Yes.
I'll just tuck my ears into my cap and I'm undistinguishable from another riffraff.
And
You
Terrence
are
says-
actually teal.
and Terrence says,
You
I can be stealthy.
Scaled, lass.
Raja puts a shoulder
He's not actually
on,
teal, it's speckled. It's
on
not his actual
Terrence's
skin color.
Indistinguishable.
I'll put a hand on Terrence's shoulder and be like, "Sure you can.
Yeah.
Sure you can."
Do it all the time.
Why don't we just start heading down this mountain?
It's a good idea.
Sounds good
We
to
need
me.
to, so my suggestion is we go back to the dwarf town and go down through that way.
Don't we have to go through the town anyway to get down this mountain?
No.
I think so, but no, there
Oh,
should
no?
be another way
Oh.
because the army came through a different way.
Yeah, there was a
Okay.
side path. There was a side path that Devlin saw.
Oh, that's right. Devlin saw the side, but so here's a question, Devlin. Did you see any other way to go during your time of scouting and stuff? Did you see anything that would make us go quicker out of here?
Yeah.
Should we follow it? Would it be better than going through the dwarven stronghold?
You know, I'm just gonna roll a survival, just blank survival, just to see how well would he have topography and from a map standpoint in his head have held on to any directions that our guide had given us as we're going and when he was scouting before we got into the town, just to see if there was some retention or whether it's just nope.
I roll as well, just because Albus has that circulative intellect. He's done really good on survival so far.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a 17 for Devlin.
Nope, I got an 11.
Okay. Yeah, no, 17. I mean, with the 17, you would definitely, I think you would definitely remember, path-wise, how to kind of make your way back off of the mountain. And then once you're off, I mean, it's going to be fairly easy to see the road. It's not like not many paths lead that way.
I didn't realize that was what survival was. I have a pretty high survival too. That's why I was wondering. I always
Well-
wondered what that was for.
Yeah, well, Devlin was actually a scout, was actually
Yeah.
scouting, so it makes sense for me to make a check on that.
Mhm.
He'll go, no, I can lead us back down. No problem at all.
Okay. Then I say we form up the way we were before. Albus and Muriel in the middle. Mara in the back. Raja and I in the front. And Devlin scouting.
Yep.
Sound good to everybody?
So,
As we walk, Albus is going to drop back to speak with Mara and talk with Mara.
Devlin's going to turn, dagger swipe his hand, palm an electrum piece, and he is going to chuck it in Seralda's direction as a parting gift.
What is it?
A blood money
Oh,
for your hoard, lady.
fair enough.
That's metal.
Hmm.
Right. So as you begin to break camp and stow your gear and get ready to head out, if anyone cared to look behind you, you see the flayed open body of the blue drake that is now basically blood running down the side of.
Is Seralda just going to town? Or is she gone?
Yeah. She is. She's still cutting. It doesn't take her long, given that she's been up there for quite some time. And about the time that you guys are done breaking camp and begin to make your way down the mountain, you hear a furious roar. And just the beating of wings as she begins to lift off and
that's
takes
20
off.
for a 24 for the athletics to throw the bloodied platinum piece her direction.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely it definitely made it up there.
I roll a 15 plus 2. Does she have the egg in her grasp?
She does.
When you say furious, we're okay. I thought it was just furious because she didn't.
Oh
wasn't
no,
there.
it's just kind of a bye.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragon thing.
Yeah,
They always sound furious. It's who
they
are.
do. Yeah, absolutely.
Very harsh language.
Speak German.
Exactly.
Muriel, as you walk, you get kind of almost like a tingle for a moment.
I wonder.
And in your mind, you hear the voice of Lady Seralda. That is the only help that I will ever give you. If I see you or your group again, it will be the last that you see. Farewell, little blue one.
I won't respond. And I'm not looking over my shoulder.
Fair enough.
When I hear her take off, I know that it's done. I'm too disgusted.
Devlin, as he hears her take off, he will look at his wrist. Does a third mark appear? Or has news not yet reached Gander?
Does not appear yet.
I was gonna say, oh, come to think of it, why would Muriel have one? Because she technically didn't fail anything.
No, it is my failure. Gander. The games we play.
I don't understand.
Guard, the timer starts now.
Huh.
And let's
How
go.
long before he gets wind? And enforces Muriel's act. So the second Devlin gets his third stripe, that's when Muriel will be activated.
Yeah.
So the timer starts now.
Yeah, well, let's go. Hopefully that necklace recharges fast enough.
It's a long rest. I'm guessing that identify spell should tell me it's after a long rest, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So we physically have to long rest. The necklace doesn't just long rest itself.
Yep, correct.
That might have been a dumb question, but
No, it's a valid question. It's a measure of time.
Alright, so,
You have to attune to it, right, for it to properly work, I think.
It worked without me attuning to it the first time.
Yeah, fair.
Devlin, I'm gonna have you make a survival check.
Okie dokie. 15.
All right. Okay. You guys managed to make great time leaving the mountain. It takes you what took you about 6 to 8 hours to go up the pass. You've been able to make in about 2 to 3
I am nothing if not efficient at my
going
job.
down.
We're going downhill.
Yeah.
Calm down, Scales.
Look, plate mail moves faster downward.
Right?
You just sound like a string of tin
He's
cans.
skateboarding Terrence down the hill.
Yeah. Yeah, the fact that no one like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom like shield hopped and like surfed down, I'm very disappointed in all of you.
Somewhere in an
We're not
alternate
thinking-
universe where Better Deck stayed alive.
Right?
That would have been good. Get on the shield and start surfing.
All right, so you guys are at the you're at the base of the mountain. Again, the road that kind of tore off from the main road. It's fairly easy to kind of pick it back up. What are you guys doing at this point?
Well, before Devon will point out, Terrence, we did get enough supplies for several days, so we should be good supply-wise. We shouldn't have to go back into town. We could go for little bits.
We could go, if we get down to Dragonstar, we can make a big plan because it's right near Stormhaven. And we can do any kind of, we should be able to make it there. So if we bypass everything and do a straight line through the north of the swamp and straight through between the swamp and the town of Deer Glen, I mean, into the forest and straight through, we should be able to make there fairly quick. I don't think we'll have a problem with anything. There should be enough.
We
you wanna
brought in the
avoid
supplies for a week. Our part of the deal was we had gear and supplies for a week.
Right.
And Devlin's not keen on showing back up of, so we got your guide killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking all else fails if we go to the royal city of Namar. If we make it to there, as we're coming down, we can decide as we get near there if we need to go in and get supplies. But I don't think we're gonna need to.
I would say based off your time on the mountain plus what you were able to find, you're probably cinched back up to about a week worth of supplies. Looking at the distance from where you guys are now to where Dragonstar is, it's roughly gonna be about a 4-day trek.
Yeah, so we should be. That would be our best bet if we just walked there and just went straight towards Dragonstar and didn't stop at the towns or anything. We could get there with what we have and then make our plans.
I love that.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I just want to voice one alternative is we could stop in Numar, the Royal City Numar, and see if there are any rumors of what's going on with, if there's rumors of collaboration with Fasari or anything that would explain why there were Numar soldiers and Fasari soldiers over on Fasari.
Or we could keep walking and send our scout there to do that while we keep going.
If I might offer, this dragon business seems very hush-hush. I imagine that collaboration between two potential different continents and kingdoms that could be at war with each other doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would be openly discussed without shockwaves being sent throughout all the denizens. We would have heard Kasari, Adline. Sounds like whatever force was sent there was sent in secret, if I was a betting man here. I doubt...
You don't think the underworld might have an idea? I mean, you have a better sense of it than I would, but it seems like the underworld usually has a pretty good sense of what's going on in the real world.
Well, it depends upon whether we want to try and do that or whether we just want to get to where we need to go.
Well, the Eldritch Knights are no longer tied to this continent. They are strictly mercenaries at this point. They were...
I could get information on them. It depends upon how badly we want to try and potentially expose ourselves for this information. Or whether we just want to get to Dragon Stars.
Star.
You're called
We're going to
Terrence?
expose ourselves one way or another.
I am not.
No. Wildfire. It was a completely legitimate
Great
question. In
suggestion.
fact, it was a great suggestion. Just what is the consensus?
But I'm thinking that the information that we need, we can go down to Stormhaven and get that information probably better, because there's a good chance that there's going to be people there who might know, as opposed to Namar, or who would be more open to telling us. But I think it's imperative that we get there in the time. I think we're short on time, and I think we need to just use that time to go down there.
I agree.
Hopefully, the only thing that I could think of is we keep walking, and Devlin goes in and finds out the information and comes back and finds us. But then we lose our scout for anything we do, and he has the potential of getting killed on his own. And
I will point out that we actually gain time because they do not have the blue egg, nor do they have the potential of having the blue egg. So as far as we know, they only have one egg still.
Yes, but we are running out of time for Devlin.
True that.
We're walking and talking, correct?
Yes.
Like, we're not just standing here like a nitwit, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay,
we're not
good.
standing at the top of a mountain.
Imperial, I do have an option. So I have a couple spells that could help if you start going crazy. So if we can, I don't know if we can just, I'll keep an eye on you, I guess. If you make any sudden movements or weird movements, I'll have my spells ready.
Albus,
Would it make more sense for
if
Albus to have the necklace then? So he
Albus,
can,
if
sit in
I
there?
kill anybody, I will be doing it soberly in my right mind.
That's the only way I would accept it.
I'm not talking to you.
Terrence looks back at Albus. She's still in a mood.
Saralda gave the necklace to me. If she'd
I'm
wanted to
not-
give it to any one of you cowards, she'd have given it to you. And I'm gonna
I
walk
don't
off.
need it. And I'm just saying, like, hey, there's a backup plan here. We can work together, but
I am
No.
not in the mood to work together right now.
Just leave Miss Suicide alone.
all right.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Devin will take that cue to scout ahead and stay scouting ahead, except for when we break camp. So he is not going to be with the party as much as he can.
I'm going to just keep an eye on Muriel while I'm also distracted talking to Mara.
This also to prevent if
Yeah.
the activation happens and you Devin, I'm going to kill you, comes echoing from across the hills. Devin knows, okay, time to stay hidden.
And Terrence looks over at Raja. If anybody else would have called us a coward, I would have belted them. But I think
same.
she's just upset, and I'll let it go. And he just keeps walking. Oh, believe me, Mariel.
I'm not within earshot.
I know. I'm just saying. You smirked at that, but think about it.
Think about the hellish rebuke that would have come in reply.
You were, yeah,
It would have hurt.
yeah. So would the celestial rebuke.
That's fine. We'll just have a pissing contest to see who's standing at the end.
No, I just think it would have been funny.
With all love, Dennis, mine's bigger.
Yeah.
Is this how they felt when we were like having issues there, Albus?
I don't know. Good question. I don't care enough though.
Anyway,
Okay, that's
So,
fine. I was curious.
I guess
Okay,
it
honey,
is-
whatever you say.
That's exactly how I took that.
As Devlin is scouting ahead and we're walking, Terrence is just, looking around, making sure that nothing's coming as much as he can.
Albus will definitely hold Mara's hand.
Yeah.
Aw, she won't resist.
Oh,
Maybe we should be putting.
We're gonna make this
Mara
as
and
disgusting as
Albus in-
possible.
they're on an open road. It's not like they're going to do anything crazy.
We're just holding hands. Chill, y'all.
Yeah, Dad.
Before
Terrence doesn't
marriage?
notice, he's in
What?
front of them. Terrence wouldn't notice. He's in front of them, looking around,
Oh my
For enemies.
gosh.
not
Brandon,
frenemies.
Brandon, you are my spirit animal.
I wish I heard what he said.
Did you just
Oh, it
say
was
an
good.
animal?
He said, before marriage, you're holding hands?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well,
That-
I mean, they kissed before marriage.
That's some of that SBC for you. That's right. I can make that joke. What of it?
Because me too.
That pink outfit and kimono had better be below the knees.
Excuse me? What?
Done. Goodbye.
And on that note, yeah. All right, so so the group is heading directly to Dragonstar. Yes.
Yeah.
Mara
Yes.
wishes that she was dead right now. Maybe you guys should have revived me.
All right, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We are going to Dragonstar.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna pop you about here. For the sake of time and sanity, I'm gonna say you've stopped along the way and had made camp. This would be your second night. Probably one more good push, and you'd make it into Dragonstar. Probably at least by the evening.
Okay, we made good time.
Been a while
Yeah.
since we've been home, huh, Terrence?
Oh boy.
So
Ah.
Mm.
at this
Our-
point,
the morning that the dragon, 1 day, 2 days. So this is 2 days later.
yeah.
One of those nights, Devin will do something with the group by the fire, but that can be done on Facebook chat.
Got it.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
FYI.
I'm gonna have the group make camp in the forest outside of Deer Glen, and you guys make some who's watching, and then make some rolls.
Okay. So our watches were of course, Mara and Albus are together. I think that
yeah.
Raja and Muriel should be together, and
No, because each time they go on watch together, something bad happens.
That's fair.
Only if we take first watch. We'll take second watch.
Yeah. that's what I was thinking.
Well,
We'll
then
take
we'll
second.
take first watch then. Right, Albus?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I
All
look
right.
at Terrence. I don't know if you should let them watch together.
Can't be any more dangerous than, you and Devlin watching together. That's why we split you two together up.
That's fair.
I mean, if you're that worried, I could always watch with Albus, and then Mara can go with you,
No.
Terrence.
Do you
That's
really
okay.
think the two of them are going to separate?
Right.
Roll your perception checks.
I don't need to. I have a
with
passive high
disadvantage.
enough. I know it was a bad call.
Okay, so
Only with
I'm
disadvantage.
gonna ask the question of Albus and Mara. How enamored with each other are you two?
Oh, no.
Brother, we've only been a thing for like 3 days. I'm
Okay.
sure that we're rolling a disadvantage here.
I rolled with disadvantage just because I figured like that's how enamored he would be. I got an 18 and a 19, so a total of 21 with disadvantage.
Okay.
All right, let me hold on a second. Let me try. Ooh, I got hold on. Wait, at disadvantage? Shoot. A 6.
Oh my God.
That's better.
He's just staring at him.
So as Mara loses herself in into the eyes of
Stars and moon,
Albus.
once
All
again.
that is Albus. In all that is Albus.
Yet again, Albus is left to basically watch on his own, as Mara is of no help whatsoever. The night does go fairly smooth. A little bit of light rain has pushed in. You hear the very, very, very distant thunder coming from the south.
Oh, so relaxing.
That means
I love
Terrence
thunder.
and
I love thunder.
or Devlin are the last watch if Raja and Muriel are second.
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
Raja?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Raja got. Oh, with advantage, yes.
I mean, I rolled with a 4 guidance, but still not great.
Oh, 18 plus 6 for 24.
Okay. Alright.
As long as there's one, it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So the rain doesn't get much heavier. It's raining enough now that it's not just kind of that misty sprinkle. It's more of a rain. And thunder-wise, it stays relatively steady throughout your entire watch. Pretty regular intervals. You're not quite close enough to where you can really see kind of where the lightning is coming from, but you know it's a pretty good ways off. Alrighty, Devlin and Terrence.
Devlin smiles when he comes out into the rain. He takes off his hat and it just drenches his head.
I rolled a 17. I know his perception is even higher than that.
27.
Yeah. I would say with a 27, you could definitely tell the storm is, like, without a doubt, coming from the Stormhaven area.
Fitting.
Agreed, right, yeah, agreed.
Wow, very fitting.
The offhand mention it to. Interesting, since the storm is coming from, ironically, Stormhaven's direction.
That would make sense. Do
I
I have any insight on that since being from this area?
It seemed to have been a regular occurrence. Storms kind of rolling up the coast and hitting kind of the Stormhaven harbor. It doesn't seem really out of the ordinary to
I
you
relay
at all.
I relay that to Devlin, just like that.
Alright, so morning arises. The group gonna continue on to Dragonstar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so at this point, the group, I would say you've made pretty decent time. You make it to the outskirts of Dragonstar, probably the early afternoon of the fourth day from leaving the mountain.
So you all see Terrence visibly anxious, kind of like the squirrel.
Why are you anxious? This is home.
Anxious in like
Excited to see mom and dad?
excited anxious, like I can't wait. Oh my gosh, we're here. Oh,
He's like vibrating over here,
Yeah.
like,
like you see gold plate mail just vibrating, making this funny noise. He's just excited. He can't wait to see everybody. He can't wait to see his little brother Seth. He can't wait to introduce everybody to his sister.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he sees this all as a great thing because, well, his parents are believers. So, anyways,
That's not
Just
going to be awkward
scouting
at all.
ahead. What does he see? Is he scouting ahead as the town, like, kind of does an overwatch of the town? What does he see?
So as you're staring over the town, it is a It isn't. It's kind of like an open. It's an open air town. You really don't see many of. There's no, and I say that to say that the city is not surrounded by any type of wall. It is very. It's surrounded by farmland, about as far as you can see, north and south. The river runs close enough to the city that it actually like splits a portion of the city from the other, from the other side. At first glance, I mean, it seems like a pretty bustling area.
Nothing seemingly out of the ordinary.
No.
Just common folk going about their lives.
Yeah.
Okay. You won't even mention it. It was if he noticed something out of place or uncharacteristic for just quaint little farming village, he would have mentioned something to the group. But I'll just come back. Tyrants, if you will. I don't see any problems. I don't see anything dangerous.
This is Dragastar. There's nothing dangerous here.
And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Oh no!
So, hey, if you joined us tonight, thanks for watching. It's been just another great session. I hope you will either join us on Facebook or on YouTube. Yeah, with that, we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. God bless. See you next week.
God bless.
Good night.
Bye.